tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
She don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Tampa. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
Brought down back at the...
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 30.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Shotgun now for Brady.
At the 38-yard line.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career, and it's evident when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there, but he's earned it.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Third and 11.
From the gun, it's Brady. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Chase Claypool, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
The Steeler ball carrier.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Levante David. A gain of 2. Brings
on 2nd down now. It's Connor, and he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
His throw caught at about the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Steelers have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Completion here to Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Another play. And it's 3rd down.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On the return is Mickens. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Eluding the pressure right. And Brate, the tight end's got it. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. On the delay, Jones. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32.
Now Brady on the bootleg. It's caught by Mike Evans. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play action game. or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and it's third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He can run for it, and the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a fourth down situation. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted by the...
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
46-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's third down.
Covered by Antoine Winfield.
Here's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted. And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over. Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Looking deep here for Ebron. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Complete to
Eric Ebron. 36 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half.
And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And he returns this to the 22.
J-Don Mickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down, Steelers.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. That throw by Brady incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Off the bootleg. Brady.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
His throw caught right around the 6. And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
Set up for the 2-point conversion.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more.